in this video, I'm going to be going over all of the Venus signs and all of the different signs that you could have your Venus in your natal chart. My name's Emma, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if not, welcome back. And if you are new here, make sure that you hit the subscribe and bell button so you don't miss any of my videos. On my channel, I post videos about astrology, spirituality, as well as personal development. Also, make sure that you follow my TikTok and Instagram as well. So in astrology, the planet Venus represents beauty and love. It is what you find beauty in. What in life attracts you? What do you find beautiful to you? It is also your preferred method of giving and receiving love from others. It also represents what you value in others and what you value in yourself. So everyone is going to have a certain sign that their Venus is in their natal chart. So if you don't know what sign the planet Venus is in your specific chart, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below so you can go and just type in your information into a birth chart calculator. For this, you're going to need to know your date of birth, which of course we all know our date of birth. You're also going to need to know the location where you were born and the exact time that you were born as well. And I'm going to be leaving the timestamps below so you can just fast forward to whatever Venus sign that you are curious to learn more about, and you don't have to watch all of my video to find the certain sign that you're looking for. Okay, let's get into the video. Starting with Venus and Aries. So Aries is the sign really all about the self. Aries rules the self, and it is that self-expression. So having the planet Venus, the planet of love and beauty, in the sign of Aries means that in your relationships with others and your romantic relationships, you are in some way gonna bring yourself into it. There could be some sort of sense of ego there, and not trying to say this in a bad way or anything, but there's going to be this strong sense of needing to be heard, needing to express yourself, have your core identity be really seen and understood by your partner, and really this strong sense of needing to get what you want and going after what you want full force in terms of love. Now, Aries is this very impulsive, blunt, straightforward type of energy. So in terms of love, having your Venus in Aries, you are really going to probably be more impulsive in love. You are really going to, if you like someone, if you want to be with someone, you are going to go after them. You are going to want to make that happen. But also Aries, since it's that fiery energy, it's a fire sign, Aries Venus really likes the chase in relationships, because if you give an Aries Venus exactly what they want right away, they're gonna get really bored and they're gonna move on to the next thing or the next person that they are chasing after. So there's going to be a lot of passion there in love with this sign as well, because it's, again, a fire sign, this really fiery energy. So a lot of passion when it comes to love and romance and intimate relationships, and needing a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, a lot of movement. This isn't going to be someone who is going to be satisfied with the more boring, mundane parts of life in terms of that intimate relationship. They're gonna feel a need to have that excitement in their partnerships and in their relationships with others. With Venus in Taurus, Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus. So people who have their Venus in the sign of Taurus, they're going to have this natural love and appreciation for all of the beauty, all areas of life that bring beauty. So they're going to have a natural appreciation for the arts, for music, and creative expressions, museums, fine dining, anything that also really ignites those senses. So Taurus is really all about the physical world. So all the five senses. So good music, like I said, and good food, really indulging in those pleasures of life, things that can bring them comfort and security. So soft pillows and blankets and everything cozy in their life. So when it comes to their intimate romantic relationships, they are going to really want a partnership that brings them a sense of comfort and security, because Taurus is also an earth sign, and the earth signs are really about wanting that security, stability, and finding partners that provide that to them. Now, Taurus, since it's a fixed earth sign, Taurus are known as being pretty stubborn and resistant to change. So in romantic relationships, the Venus and Taurus person can also be prone to staying in relationships for maybe longer than they should, just because it is familiar to them. They are going to have more of a difficult time when it comes to changes. So even if our relationship really isn't, they know deep down that it's not working out or that it's not fully satisfying them. Venus and Taurus people can have this tendency to still hold on to that person just because they're used to them, they're used to the relationship, it's familiar, they know what to expect, and really pushing a Taurus out of their comfort zone is something that is more difficult. So that is something that you could find and something to be aware of with this placement. But overall, these people are going to have a deep appreciation for all of the physical parts of life, all of the areas in life that really bring a sense of art and beauty, and they are going to have this love for stability and security in their life and in their romantic relationships. With Venus and Gemini, with this placement, Venus and Gemini people really need that sense of fun and excitement in their intimate relationships. These people are going to be more social unless we see other things that contradict this in their natal chart. These people are really going to value their close relationships and their friendships. They are going to want to have a lot of friends and talk to a lot of people and have this fun and exciting energy in their life. And when it comes to their intimate romantic relationships, they're going to need this excitement and this fun in their relationships as well. Gemini is a mutable sign, so the mutable signs are going to be more changeable. They're going to need these constant shifts in energy. So they're not going to be like the Taurus Venus or just the earth signs in general that are more okay with that boring, predictable type of stuff. Gemini Venus is going to get really bored with that. They are very changeable themselves, and they need to have this excitement in their relationships, or they're going to get very restless and very bored. So the Gemini Venus, they have this reputation of being more like players, just because they can lose interests more quickly because they get bored so easily. So the thing about Venus and Gemini people is they need a lot of stimulation, and for them it's going to be stimulation of their mind. So with the water signs, that's more stimulation of the emotions, that emotional connection. But with the air signs, Gemini is an air sign, there needs to be that mental connection. So partners who are really witty and can make them laugh, who can teach them things, who they can learn from. Geminis have this very curious mind, really very intelligent, and all about learning new information. So these people are going to want to always be exchanging ideas with their partners and learning from them, because they want to have that communication, that flow, that back and forth type of banter and conversation. That is going to be so stimulating to them. Also, Venus and Gemini people do not like to have their freedom taken away from them. So they do not like to feel this clingy energy from partners. Venus and Gemini people like to have their space, have their own thing going on while their partner has their own thing going on, and be given enough space to be who they are so they don't feel suffocated. Because if they do, that's going to be a very big turnoff, and it's going to feel very overwhelming for them. So this sense of non-attachment, and that is when a Gemini Venus is given that space, then that is going to almost draw them back in even more. So having that mental stimulation, that freedom, that witty banter and social fun energy, and having that space and freedom to have their own thing going on and be who they are is really going to be very attractive to a Gemini Venus. Venus in Cancer. So Cancer is the sign all about nurturing others, nurturing yourself, the home, the family, this compassionate, loving, sensitive energy. It is a water sign, which is about the emotions. So Venus in Cancer people are, the way that they show love to others is through nurturing others, through cooking them meals, cooking someone their favorite meal, really being there, being that shoulder to cry on, listening to others, listening to the people they care about, and being there for them, and having that compassion and emotional understanding, and being that really pure, sweet, loving energy and that comforting energy in other people's lives. And they want that in return. They want to feel emotionally heard and emotionally validated and understood. Since this is a water sign, having that deep emotional connection in the relationship is going to be very, very important to them. And likely they are going to go out of their way to make sure that you feel emotionally safe and secure, and they want that in return. They want their partners and people who they have close relationships with in their life to remember the small details of things that they love and that they've told them, that they've shared with you, because they're going to do that in return for you. And that's really going to add to the connection and really make them feel loved and appreciated. And if you have a Venus in Cancer person in your life, they are really going to be this very thoughtful, compassionate person who really wants to nurture you and show you their love for you through the things that they do, the things that they remember about you, and things that they can do to make you feel safe and comforted. Venus in Leo. So Venus and Leo people need a lot of attention, because we know that Leo is this sign all about the self and expression and wanting to be validated. And Venus and Leo people will want to be validated. They want to hear verbally from their partner why their partner loves them. They want to actually hear their partner express their love in a verbal sense. So they want to constantly be reminded of why they are special, why their partner wants to be with them, and they want to feel loved and appreciated. They want to feel like the center of their partner's life and their world. And they're going to make their partner feel like this, because it's not going to be this imbalance. Leos in general are ruled by the heart. So they are going to make their partners feel adored and special and like the most important person in their life, but they want that in return. So they want to feel like that as well. And Leo is a fire sign, so this is a passionate energy. There needs to be a lot of romance here, a lot of passion and excitement. They are going to want to always feel that romance within the relationship. They're going to want to go out with their partner. They're likely going to want to dress up and go out on dates and be seen together and show their partner off, and they want their partner to show them off, and they just want to have this sort of excitement and romance and passion always in the relationship. That is going to be important. And they're going to be attracted to more bold and confident partners because Leos themselves have this confidence and this boldness to them. So they're going to be attracted to these assertive partners who really can come in, be direct, show them that they really like them and that they appreciate them and that they want to be with them, and have this confidence in how they approach them and how they flirt with them, and really show their interest. So that is going to be really important to a Venus in Leo person. With Venus in Virgo, Virgo is this more analytical sign, really the sign of being very practical and diligent and planning things out, being organized. And Venus is the planet of love and beauty. So this is going to mean that this person is going to be more analytical in love. And for this reason, Venus is actually debilitated in the sign of Virgo. So with every planet, there is a certain sign where that planet is debilitated or exalted. So debilitated meaning that the planet isn't able to function the way that it is intended to, the way that it wants to. So there's a bit of a struggle there. Whereas if it is exalted in a certain sign, the planet feels very comfortable. The sign is very comfortable with that planet, and the planet is able to function and operate the way that it is intended to, the way that it wants to. So with Venus and Virgo, this person is going to really think about their love life and their partners in a more analytical way. They want to make sure, they're going to be careful with the partners that they pick. They're going to want to make sure that everything lines up and that they're just having this, it's almost like these people have these qualities of someone that they want to date, and they have this list and they want to make sure that this person fits their list. It's going to be more approaching love in this practical way rather than going with the emotions. So, but when they pick a partner, they're going to take it very seriously. They're going to take their relationship seriously. They're going to be devoted partners. They, but in this way, it's almost like they can treat their relationships like a job. Like, okay, I've committed to this person, so I need to do X, Y, and Z to be a good partner, and this is what I need to do for everything to be as it should. And it's kind of like that approach. But they're going to be devoted, and they're going to they're going to want this security, this sense of security within the relationship, and they are they're really going to be more predictable, and they're going to just be satisfied with things like, okay, on Friday night, every Friday night, we're just going to stay home and we're going to watch our favorite movie together and get takeout, and you know, that's going to be fine for them. They just want someone who's physically with them, that they can share their time with and have someone there with them. They don't need a lot of this impulsiveness or constant excitement or constant stimulation. They don't really need that. Yeah, overall, they're just going to be more approaching love and relationships through the rational mind rather than through the emotions. With Venus in Libra, this is a comfortable placement because Libra is ruled by the planet Venus. So these people, they really are going to value balance and harmony in their relationships. Not only intimate relationships, but any close relationship in their life. They want that equal give and take. So if they're putting their energy out and giving someone else their time and energy, they want that same respect and that same treatment in return. This is going to be major for Venus and Libra people, or really anyone who has a lot of Libra in their chart. So that's going to be really important. These people, unless there is energy or other placements in the chart that really conflict with this and say otherwise, these people are going to be more open to listening to other people's point of view. So in their intimate relationships, they're going to be less stubborn, less likely to just jump down the other person's throat and express how they feel about something. They're going to actually sit back, take time to listen to the other person's perspective and see how the other person feels and be very fair and balanced with how they approach a certain situation with someone. So they're going to be more open to how other people feel, other people's viewpoints, and they really want that same energy in return. So when they are opening up and expressing themselves to other people in relationships, whoever they're in a relationship with, or any sort of relationship, they want to feel like they are given this fair opportunity to express how they feel, and the other person is fully listening to them and paying attention, and not just instantly just being stubborn in their own opinion. They want it to be approached in a very fair way. Now, Libra's an air sign, so Venus being in the sign of Libra, there's going to be this need of mental stimulation. A lot of the times people want to group Libra in with the water signs because Libra is the sign of partnerships. So people think that Libras are like the water signs and just very partner oriented, so they must be very emotional. Libras are not super emotional. They're more mental because they are an air sign. So yes, they are the sign of partnerships, but they approach partnerships in a much more mental way than the water signs. The water signs are all about emotions, and the air signs are all about this mental energy. So Venus and Libra people really need that mental connection. They need that mental back and forth stimulation. They want to learn from their partners. They want to have that banter, that witty back and forth. That's going to be important in their relationships. Now, since Libra is ruled by Venus, these people are going to just have a natural appreciation for all areas of life that bring beauty. So appreciation for the arts. This is similar to Venus and Taurus types of people. So having an appreciation for good music, fine dining, just the aesthetic of things and the ambiance, the vibe of a certain place. So good lighting and good decor is something that these people are really going to appreciate. So that is the general feel of Venus and Libra people. Venus and Scorpio people are going to have this intensity in their romantic relationships or close relationships with people. Scorpio is a very intense, passionate sign. So in terms of love, how they give and receive love, these people are going to be more intense about it. They are going to be more possessive. They're going to be more jealous. They're going to have more of this fear of letting people in and trusting people, because when they love in such an intense way that they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to open themselves up and be vulnerable too quickly because they're afraid of the other person hurting them in some way. They're afraid of being betrayed by the other person in some way, have the other person be lying to them and just playing with their emotions. So Venus and Scorpio people, they're going to be very passionate in love. They're going to be slower to open up emotionally, and they're going to be slower to trust in terms of intimate relationships. But once they do, they're going to have this obsessive nature where they're going to feel this strong bond to the other person to the point where they are going to want to have this soul merging connection, this deep, passionate connection. And once they feel this with a person that they're interested in, it's going to be hard for them to let this go. With Venus and Sagittarius people, these people need a lot of freedom in their relationships with others. They really need a lot of just fun, light energy in their romantic relationships. These people have a love for experiencing new things, going to new places, traveling, learning new information, and they just have this sense of optimism and this lighthearted energy. So they're really looking for this in their partners as well. So they want partners that they can go on adventures with, have this excitement and positive energy around them. They want to feel free. They want to be in a relationship, but they want to be in a relationship where they still have a sense of freedom in it. So they really are going to be attracted to people where they have their own life going on, they have their own friends, they have their own thing going on, and they can have their own thing going on, but they're able to still come together and have this connection together and have fun with each other, but not have it be this clingy, all-consuming type of connection and relationship. Freedom's going to be really important to these people. Having this sense of adventure and excitement in the relationship, really bringing new experiences into the relationship, and having that sort of energy is really going to make them feel a stronger connection to someone and breathe this life into the relationship that Venus and Sagittarius people really, really crave. With Venus in Capricorn, this is going to be a more serious and practical energy when it comes to the approach to love, romance, relationships. Capricorn is ruled by the planet Saturn, and Saturn naturally has this very serious energy. It is known as a strict father in the zodiac. Saturn is really about being practical, planning things out, and learning lessons. So Venus and Capricorn people are going to bring this element into their romantic relationships. So they are going to want to have partners that bring a sense of stability and security into their life. They are going to plan things out. They are going to be more predictable. They are going to want to build this solid foundation with someone. And so this can kind of not be very romantic, but the way that Venus and Capricorn people show their love to others is through acts of service. So doing things for people, helping people, giving advice, even if the advice may be a little bit critical, trying to help them with something that they need help with, coming in and repairing something in their house that is broken. You know, those sorts of practical sorts of acts of service to show their love and affection for someone. These people, unless there's a bunch of other energy going on in the chart, they're not typically going to be extremely romantic in a overly emotional, mushy kind of way. They're going to just be a bit more serious, but they're going to be very devoted, because anything that a Capricorn type of person commits to, they really commit to, and they take it seriously. So they could be slower to commit to a partner, but when they do, they really take it very, very seriously. With Venus in Aquarius, these people really need a sense of freedom in the relationship. So this can kind of be similar to Venus and Sagittarius type people. They really need to feel like they are their own person in the relationship. They don't want to feel suffocated within a relationship. They don't want to feel like their freedom is being compromised, because Aquarius really is this sign of being an individuality. It's ruled by the planet Uranus, and Uranus is all about going against societal norms, being an individual, being a free thinker. So this person is going to need that in their relationship. And these people could even be interested in unconventional types of relationship dynamics. So relationship dynamics that kind of go against what society says is the right way to be in a romantic relationship. So they could maybe be interested in relationships that are not monogamous, or it doesn't even have to be that, but just things like they could really feel strongly about certain things, like wanting to maintain very close relationships with people of the opposite sex, even if they are in a committed relationship. So they're gonna still want their freedom. They're going to, they don't want to feel like a relationship is putting them in this certain box. That is going to be a turnoff. Now, Aquarius people are very intelligent, and it's an air sign. So again, another sign that is ruled by really that mental energy, the mind. So Venus in Aquarius people need that mental stimulation, similar to Gemini and Libra. So need that back and forth sort of conversation, banter. They're going to want to learn from their partner. They're going to want to just have that stimulation, that mental stimulation in the relationship. So that is a general sense of Venus in Aquarius. And the last sign is Venus in Pisces. And Venus is actually exalted in the sign of Pisces. So this is a very good thing, because whatever sign that a planet is exalted in means that that planet is able to function the way that it wants to. And there's a greater sense of ease in this area of the person's chart. So Venus in Pisces people are going to have this natural, compassionate nature, this empathy for other people. They really deeply feel the emotions of other people. They really are all about the emotions, and they want to help people. They want to help heal people in some way in their close relationships in their life. So not even just romantic relationships, but anyone in their life that they're close to. They're going to want to help them, to listen to them, to understand them, to make them feel better, to give them some sort of support. And in this way, Venus and Pisces people want to save other people in some way. They want to be this support system, and they want to really be that person to help other people. Now, this is going to just be something that comes naturally to them. And the only thing here with this is you have to be careful with this placement not to overly give yourself to other people, because there could be this sense of being very self-sacrificing, wanting to overly give yourself to other people to help other people. But this could sometimes come at the expense of yourself and your own mental health and happiness. So you want to make sure that you're careful if you have this placement. But overall, these people are really going to be very empathetic, very compassionate, very loving, very giving with their emotions, wanting this depth in their emotional connection with other people. So, they're just going to have this natural, very loving and caring energy about them. Okay, so that is all 12 of the signs that your Venus could be in. Now, comment down below what sign your Venus is in, and if this video resonated with you and how you feel about yourself, or if there's anything else that you want to add that maybe I missed. And I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.